these twins. They looked like they were about 8. It was the cutest little interview ever. But it
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
2, 1, go. It looks like.
Hey everybody, it's Amelia and Adina, and get ready for this fun interview. Today we're at Keplers and it's Kids Love Science with, he is a scientist and a writer who also wrote Maker Lab Outdoors, Jack Challoner.
Hooray.
We have questions for you today. First of all, I know you already sort of explained this earlier, but what inspired you when you were younger to actually make scientific books?
Okay, that's a good question. First of all, I should explain to your viewers that I'm from England, so that's why I've got this funny accent.
See it in your accent.
Yeah, okay. So when I was really a young boy, I was really curious, and I think most children are really curious about the world, and they wonder why this, that, and the other. And I used to ask my father all sorts of awkward questions. Some of them he knew the answers to, some of them he didn't.
Maybe
but
you
I
don't
was,
want to know something.
yeah, maybe some things he knew the answer but didn't want to tell me. I don't know. Anyway, and so I was really curious, and I had this book which I haven't got with me now, but a
The
really
101
old
thing,
book
right?
called 101 Science Experiments, and it was written by Illa Pudendorf.
So how old did you say it was again?
And it's now 58 years old, and it's still, I mean, it's ragged at the edges, isn't it? But I went and rescued it from my parents' attic, and it really inspired me because I hope, like this book will, it got me to do lots of experiments, and it had really good explanations, and I was inspired to find out more and all that. So I didn't have the internet when I was your age.
It's
so,
surprising that it's still alive.
what, my book?
Yeah.
I know, that book, yeah. I don't know if it's alive, but I know what you mean.
Oh,
But it's still around.
Inanimate objects
It's
can't.
Yeah, well,
Wait, did you say that right? I'm not sure if I pronounced it right.
Inanimate objects. Something like that. Not living. Yeah, go.
So when you were growing up, did you see yourself doing this maybe 5 or 10 years from now? I mean, 5 or 10. Oh, sorry. I asked the question wrong. Really help me here. Okay, what she means to say is when you were growing up, did you see yourself doing it? And do you see yourself doing it 5 or 10 years from now? Thank
Okay,
you
that's very
for
good.
clearing it up.
Yeah.
Adina and I know what we're each talking about because we have twin telepathy. We don't. We have cues.
Cues. Okay. Right. Well, when I was young and I was all the curious and I was reading that book and things, it did give me a love of books and learning. So I was always very interested to find out more. Always. So I studied science at university. I studied physics, and that was great. And then I trained to be a teacher because not only do I like learning about stuff, but I like explaining stuff and inspiring other people.
That's really
So that
cool.
was good. But then I worked at the Science Museum in London, and I was explaining science to people there as well. And then eventually I thought, I love books, and I love science, and I love explaining stuff, so why don't I just try and write some books? And that was 27 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, you're that old. I will
I
do
know,
the
I'm that old.
calculations. Wait,
Yeah.
how old were you?
I started when I was hang on. I started when I was 25.
Oh
and that was
God,
27 years
I'm
ago.
not gonna do the math.
You
Never
do the math.
Never
Right,
mind, never
okay.
mind. So,
The answer's 31. No, it's not.
31!
No.
Say you're 31.
No,
You
let's
can
just
be
say I'm
22 if you
31.
want to.
Okay, good.
If you wanted to. Sure. Science doesn't work that way, but still. Anyways, it's your turn. Oh, okay. If you were to have any advice to give to children nowadays growing up, who wanted to be successful in their dreams and life itself, or maybe follow in your footsteps and become a scientist writer thing, what would be your advice to them?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's a hard question because, like I just said, I didn't really know when I was young quite what I wanted to do, and I love it when people really do know. My friend, she's an artist, and she knew that's the one thing she wanted to do. So if you're lucky enough when you're young to have one thing you really want to do, you've just got to go for it and be passionate about it and just keep doing it. I guess for me, I was curious and I was interested in science, so I've ended up like this, but I didn't think I was going to be a science writer. So, but I would just say, if you've got something you're passionate about and you really want to do, just do it. Unless it's something like really bad.
So if you didn't think you were going to be a science writer, if that's how you actually call it, but what did you think you were going to be?
I thought I might be a musician.
A musician?
I also sing and play the piano.
The entertainment business,
Yes,
huh?
in the entertainment business, like you guys.
You might need some backup because there's no guarantee money.
I know, it's a tough
I'm
thing.
going to get a doctorate degree.
Are you?
One day, because I need to have a backup. Just in case.
Yeah.
Like, just in case. Just in case. I still will earn money through that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get a job. Anyways, besides science writing, what other hobbies do you have?
Well, music. So I play in some bands. I sing and I play the piano and the guitar and I write music. And
Really? You play in a
that's-
band? What's it called?
Well, there's a couple of different bands.
What instruments do you play?
One of them is called. No, I can't.
What instruments do you play?
So I play piano and guitar and I sing.
The vocal cords are an instrument.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
I like to think so. What other hobbies do I have? I love playing with my dog Woody. Earlier on,
Oh yeah, I remember. You
in
said
the
it
presentation in the bookstore
Black
here,
Labrador.
we saw a picture of my lovely black Labrador Woody.
was. You said it was like 95%.
Yeah, he's.
Oh.
We haven't had him tested, but we're going to maybe get his DNA tested to find out exactly which breeds are mixed in. But he's mostly black Labrador, and he's lovely, and I love him.
You remember? I remember you saying. Oh God, I can't speak anymore. I remember you saying that your dog really wanted to read your book even, and that's a pretty funny joke. But the dogs can't read English. It's
I
a setup.
know.
It was a setup.
It was a
You were
sort
just
of a
like
joke.
position. I can imagine you positioning. Here, dog. But here's a treat. Stay.
Yeah, that kind of
Puts the
thing.
book, like,
and I took
here's
lots and
a-
lots of pictures and
Here's
just
a
got that
treat.
one.
Here's a treat. Takes treat. Stay.
Take the picture. Yeah, it was kind of like that, really.
Really?
He doesn't sit and read my books, unfortunately. I've written 45 books. Oh, I said that.
How'd you do that?
Just sitting at the computer, researching, thinking, coming up with ideas.
You said you also wrote books for adults too, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean like chapter books? I would rather read the chapter books,
Well, I've written
not chapter books, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
mean,
You know what I mean.
like stories, narrative.
Really?
I wrote a narrative biography. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's like the story of someone's life, and it was written as if it was a novel, like a fictional story, but it was this person's life, and it was a doctor and scientist from like 150 years ago called John Snow, and I would really like that book.
You know what I just realized? You could be in the entertainment business, but for comedy.
I like it. I'd have to be a bit funnier.
But you were
But I could
funny
work on
when
that.
you like squeezed the,
Squeezed a water bottle
and then
bottle,
it spilled all over.
and the water went all over me.
Was that a mistake or was that intentional?
It was on purpose.
Sure. We'll just say that.
Okay. Anyway, it was.
So wait. Are we done here? No, we're not.
Oh. Oh, she's forgotten the question.
Okay.
Okay.
If you had to have any superpower in the world, which one would you have and why?
Oh. I don't know if it's a superpower, but I've always wanted the ability to change into any animal I want just for a day. And
Wait.
for the first day, I would choose to be a seagull or maybe an eagle, some sort of bird. 'Cause I'd love to just fly into the air.
Do you want to know it's a bird related to the seagull? It has the largest wingspan, about 12
I know.
feet.
Oh yeah.
Albatross.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that around 90% of all seagulls swallow plastic in their lifetime.
That's kind of
Plastic,
sad.
get rid of it.
Get rid
And
of
I
the
also
plastic.
heard albatross live in the Pacific garbage patch, which it's the size of
Size of a
3
like
France IDK.
3 times the size of Germany or something like that.
3 times the
And
size
it's
of something.
Slowly rotating and all the plastic's gathered up.
Also, some of the experiments you did
Very sad.
reminded us of other experiments. What am I saying? I'm just trying to say that in there was like 250 pieces of trash per person in the universe. not in the universe.
on
the
our
world.
planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Okay,
knows
well.
about the other things around?
There might be some trash,
I
garbage
heard
on other planets as well. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's not too likely.
Okay.
Is
So-
it likely or is it not?
So how do I find and subscribe to your YouTube channel?
Our YouTube channel is everything else that's like Instagram, social media. Amelia and Adina, just our names.
I'll just put that in.
But the hard thing is, Adina's name
Like
is
that?
hard to spell because there's a
Ah, thank
story
you.
to it. There's a story
I
to
have a
it.
card.
There's a story to this. My name is like regular.
Six
But then
letters.
then you come across my sister's name and you're like, why does it have an H? And then
Well.
the story is basically, we added a random H because we wanted both 6 letters in our name because 6 is a fun number.
I like that.
I'm glad our dad named us because if our mom was gonna name us, she said she was gonna name us after the periodic table. I was gonna be magnesium, she was gonna be fluorine. And then it was like, and then I told them to my classmate, and they're like, "You sure you should be lead?" And I was like, "What?" I memorized the periodic table. Where did that come from? Oh, also we
I like
have
that.
this code that you know the I forgot symbol what it was. You know for helium it's He.
H-E.
And then 39 is like yttrium or something.
Okay.
So 239 in our code stands for hey.
H-E-Y. Hey.
Or if you want to laugh, it could be like 22222. Hey.
Hey, 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 hey. Right, well,
All right, girls.
well, it was really lovely to meet you and to be
We did more
interviewed by
talking.
you. I have been Amelia and Adinah's.
We have to say the end part. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you for your time. It's Amelia and Adina dabbing out. Wait, do you have an Instagram or something? Oh yeah, social media.
Oh, you
promote
can
yourself.
see me just at jackchalloner.me. So Jack Challoner like that .me.
Up there.
.me. Check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Sorry. I didn't know.
Oh, you see.
You were
They
lying.
waited till the end of the line.
I also got you guys tote
Really not.
bags.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they're Keplers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Wait, can we have
Thank
him
you.
follow? Let's go. Can we follow?